What I know is that White House asked the U.S. Embassy in Mexico City to search for entrepreneurs that were doing something interesting, high impact, that's how they call it, high impact entrepreneurs for both economies. "15 of us, just working together, taking notes. It was a very interesting working meeting. It was not nobody talks about politics or a speech. President Obama just worked with us, listened to us, took notes physically on a notebook. At least he was proactive to invite us for this meeting and listen to us. That's proactivity. I want to thank him for having this idea of promoting Mexico, because we don't have only drug dealers and this internal war, which is a main concern, and I'm very concerned, but I believe, like him, that we can change and provide Mexico with other things like technology, that we're capable. I want to thank him for believing what we are doing in terms of developing technology, for example, and we're capable and ready to compete worldwide. So he wanted to listen what we needed to say in terms of how we develop technology, the knowledge, and what will be our suggestions for the U.S. government to put in place in order to create an environment for the entrepreneurs, Mexican and American entrepreneur, to grow. I talk about my experience in the aerospace industry, and I suggested, for example, based on the experience I have working with UT through TechBA, I said we should, or the U.S. government should, incentive the programs like to make universities, American universities, with Mexican entrepreneurs for R&D. We have developed, IDZ has developed its own technology and patented it worldwide, but it's hard. It's hard for a small company from finance perspective. You have to invest a lot of money, resources. We have engineers, we have masters, we have PhDs that has this knowledge that can help us to develop the technology. But if we work together with the universities, we can create stronger patents. So his belief, and I agree with him, that if we work together and we create this type of link, like my suggestion, universities and entrepreneurs, with resources, with human resources, money, time, we can create this much stronger technology than working isolated. Yes, networking, one of them. Networking is key, and that is something that we suggested to the U.S., to President Obama and his team. One of the things that they could do also is to, invite programs or groups like TechBA or IC Square for a big event, so we can create this networking. So networking in Austin and through the TechBA program, or in general in Austin, there are good networking events that will help us, because you need connections in order to penetrate the market sometimes. Actually, we are the new kids on the block. I mean, we have two big competitors. They're $8 billion companies, $3 billion companies, and so they have resources, they have budget to compete. We're a small company from Mexico, but supported by beauty, TechBA, business development consultants, and that helped us to open our vision and to clarify our strategy and to target the correct market with the correct solution. One of them was narrow down your strategy. We were very open, wide open with the type of solution that we were offering when we arrived here in 2006. And then we understood that if you don't concentrate in the specific niche market and create differentiators, it will be very hard to penetrate the market. The business development consultants. Personally, I didn't go with them every day, but when I had a doubt about or a question about if I should do this or that, I went with them. I sat with them and started talking about my question informally, but I received very good advice. I didn't need to wait for a formal meeting room to present a PowerPoint with not just visit them. The target market, the potential customer, they don't want to see a PowerPoint presentation. I remember the first time we went to visit Tinker for base in Oklahoma. That was one of the first Air Force bases that we visited with our very first prototype. And we prepared this PowerPoint presentation for the whole team at Tinker. And they said, well, that's too much talking. We want to see what you have. We want to touch. We want to experience what you develop, or what you said in your PowerPoint you developed. And carry your technology all around the country in this case. I mean, I rented a U-Haul or a Penske truck, put the machine back there and drive all the way to Washington State, Ohio, everywhere, California, to show them. When I arrived here, I noticed that the technology environment is what entrepreneurs need. For example, I had the opportunity to go to an angel investors meeting where you had the opportunity to present your company, your small company, or your idea, not even the company, but the idea. And they were ready to say, yeah, I like your idea and I'm ready to invest, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000. I mean, you don't need to talk about millions of dollars, but they believe there is an environment of investors, angel investors, venture capitalists that believe in this, so that makes the environment much better. And there are a lot of creativity. Because of UT, I would say, we have very good universities around, and very well recognized, and also we have like IC Squared, incubators that are also very well recognized nationwide.